Welcome to Radcast, the Random Ass Dudes podcast where absolutely nothing's off limits. Hosted by two guys with no script, no agenda, and no clue what's coming next. If it's random, it's fair game. Tune in, laugh with us, argue with us, or just wonder, what the hell did I just listen to? New episodes come out weekly, and pure chaos is guaranteed. A big thanks to our featured sponsor, Cowboy Hardware, for supporting the Radcast and backing what we're building over here. If you live the Western lifestyle or just want gear that actually holds up, Cowboy Hardware's got you covered. Quality apparel made for men, women, and kids. Whether you're looking for apparel you can work in, ride in, or go out in, this brand's got you covered. Get your gear at cowboyhardware.com, and don't forget to use the promo code RADCAST.
Alrighty. Here we are with Melissa with Franco Saddles.
Yep.
Franco Saddles, right?
Franco Saddles.
Well, thanks for coming out here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
So we met at the NFR week.
Yep.
At the Horseshoe Convention, the Roper Convention.
Yep. Random, because I shouldn't have been there.
Really?
Well, the virus shut down our all-in barrel race, so we were supposed to be on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, so we didn't get to go there, but we ended up just at least getting our name out there in the marketplace, and then there you were.
Heck
Damn.
yeah.
I think you guys were like the first booth that we visited.
Yeah, they got us in there in an extra room, so they had to divert traffic, and yeah, we tripped up a whole bunch of people with our saddle stands.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's how you get their attention, huh?
Yeah, you have to walk around us.
Yeah. That's right. That's awesome.
Well, it didn't help either that, like, they have big signs. Oh, my gosh, excuse me. They had big signs saying, like, you could win a saddle. And I'm like,
I'm in.
sign me up.
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, and then we stood and we chit-chatted, gosh, forever it felt like. It was
great.
It was really, really nice.
I got to meet a ton of people. They didn't get to do what we normally do, which is like fitting horses and letting people try them and ride them and make a run in them and stuff like that. But yeah, we got to meet a lot of people and a lot of contacts, and this being one of them. And I mean,
that's kind of what you want to do at those events, right? Is like just get your name out there.
And especially since this was our first, like our launch, because I got down here in November, vesicular stomatitis, and then EHV, and then the floods, and I didn't get to go anywhere. So our first actual launch was at the NFR, so it was a little bit intimidating.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's like, I know you guys haven't a clue who we are, but here we are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trip you up on the way by.
Heck yeah.
Because how long has Franco been around?
The tree itself has been worked on for about 10 or 11 years. I was over in New Zealand teaching a clinic, and I got to ride. This lady asked if I could ride in a saddle, and I'm like, well, I don't got my own, so sure, I'll get in it. And I got in it, and I was like, what is this? And she's like, it's mine. So she was a saddle fitter by trade. She worked for Martin. She works for Masters. She works for all kinds of saddle companies. Just getting frustrated on her background of saddle fitting, and then decided to try and make her own tree. And then she tried it and tested it and tried it and tested it and working on the patent and all of that stuff. And then all of a sudden she's like, what do you call it? Timing? Mm-hmm. Just timing, because I was over there and she was like, that's my avenue to North America. So she's from Brazil, lives in New Zealand. I was like, could you see if there's any interest? I said, yeah, I can do that. I said, but I'm going to tell you right now, our weather conditions are going to be tough for you, because Brazil and New Zealand don't have that cold winter. And we've had a lot of saddles and come up to Canada, and they warp in the cold and that kind of thing. I said, I'm not going to be nice to it. No, I'm just going to leave it in the horse trailer. It's going to live at 40 below or 40 above. I don't care. And she's like, yep. Really? And it survived. And teaching clinics and watching movement, because my background is farrier. I was a figure skating coach, as a massage therapist. I was all this other stuff. So to watch the movement of stuff, and I compete in barrel racing. So it's like, why did that girl beat me? It's because her horse moves better than mine, right? So, or her horse does one thing different. So the keen movement of it all. And then doing riding, teaching riding lessons and stuff like that. I got riders that kind of lean forward and pitch their shoulders forward. And I'm always telling them, tits out, right? And pull your shoulders back. Be proud of what you got.
Yeah.
And I put them in the saddle, and all of a sudden they're sitting up straight and they're riding good. And I'm like, wow, there's something to this. So yeah, went through the rigmarole of, kind of introducing it to North America and Canada. We did really good there. And I was like, okay, I think we might have our shit together.
Yeah.
And let's see what the big pond plays like.
So when you when you say she's been working on a tree,
Yeah.
that's like the base of the saddle,
Yeah.
correct? And is that the most important part of the saddle?
In my opinion, yeah. Because,
yeah.
I mean, we can cover it with leather and different factories and different decorations and all of that stuff. But the base of that tree, it's handmade. It's wrapped in rawhide. It's strong. We're not going to compete with the lightweights like the 8-pounders and stuff like that because we're actual material. But, yeah, the tree of the saddle is close contact. It's made for women, made for men. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, frees up a shoulder, you know. And if we can't fit your horse, I'll eat my own boot because we can custom fit that tree to any horse.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're hand making them anyways, so
Yeah.
we don't care.
Now, are they being handmade in Brazil or in New Zealand?
In Brazil.
Okay.
Everything's built in Brazil.
Okay.
A lot of our saddle companies are in Brazil, right? Like we're in the same factory as our women's saddles, I think, is Martin. There's a bunch of them. I haven't actually been into that factory. Our old factory was like National Roper Supply and other people were in there too. I'm not sure who's left in there, but different qualities of leather, different decorations. Like it makes the job form really confusing, right?
Yeah.
Because the options are here and the options are there. And
Right.
Yeah.
That like coming into this, into like horses and everything.
Yeah.
There's so much freaking information.
It's
You know,
overwhelming.
It is. It's like very overwhelming.
Yeah.
And when I started looking into like saddle fitting and all this stuff, it's like,
You
you
might
know,
as well learn Swahili
Yeah.
because it's like
yeah.
yeah,
And everybody
exactly.
tells you something different too.
Yeah.
And then
It
and
does.
some things, not with the saddles and stuff like that, but like there are some things that you'll hear 5 different ways of doing it. So
Yeah.
there's not just one way of doing
Right.
something when it comes to horses, but
Yeah.
everybody's like, my way is the best way.
Yeah.
everybody has their opinion. And I mean, there's room for absolutely everyone in this industry. I mean, there's over 15,000 barrel saddles sold in the U.S., not counting rope saddles and all the rest of that jazz. There's room for everybody. But I always tell people the horse won't lie. It'll be an absolute yes or an absolute no when you get in that saddle if it fits correctly. And
Yeah.
I just educate. Everybody makes the right decision for them and their horse and the right feel. And yeah, it's overwhelming. And I'll be honest, I didn't know shit about. So I'm like, well, this one's comfy, right?
Yeah.
This one's good.
Yeah.
I didn't fall out of that one, so that one must be all right. Like,
Right.
I mean, I had my saddle that I was comfortable in, and now I'm kind of a complete saddle snub. Like, oh my God, what's all that between my knees? Like, oh, my horse moves like crap. Like,
Yeah.
little things like that. And we get a lot of like the saddle fit and stuff. Social media is a detriment to a lot of it, right? So that's why I'm very adamant about get in the arena, get in the saddle, put it on your horse. You know your horse better than anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Get in it and feel it.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that's good. Maybe we can adjust something, or maybe you just don't like it, or that's not what you're used to. But there's an absolute yes when you feel the right. And most people don't know what right feels like because they don't
Yeah.
know. So, quick story. I'm teaching in New Zealand. We got this girl there. She's a beautiful rider. You got a really nice horse. The horse seems really broke. Like everything's working good, but something was miscommunicating along the way. So she's trying to get her horse to sit, squeeze, whoa, stop. And the horse is kind of like pitching forward, and she has to get after him to bring him back. And I'm like, I'm not there to do saddles. I'm there to teach. So I can't put that hat on until
Right.
she opens that door.
Right.
And so she finally opened the door at the end of the day. And I'm like, oh, I'm so glad you asked, right? Because I think this is a saddle. I think it's a saddle issue. Because, I mean, the rider's good, the horse is good, and it's just like they're getting so frustrated in their own stuff. Like, maybe it's me or maybe it's this. And I'm like, it's a tool.
Yeah.
It's your tools, right? If it's the wrong bit, we change them. So, and in New Zealand, everything is super expensive because everything gets shipped from North America. So then you
Right.
add that on top of all the cost. And so she's trying a different saddle. And I'm like, I like those saddles. I rode in one for a lot of years and I love it. I said, try it. It's cheaper than a new one. And then Nancy was over there, Nancy Franco, like the builder of the saddle itself. And I said, do you have these trees? Because there's a couple of horses that I think would fit. If you're there, you can do the saddle stuff. And she's like, okay, I'll bring them. So Ellen, I'm going to use her real name. and Ellen's riding around in this saddle, the used one. And I'm like, what are you doing, Ellen? And she's like, oh, it feels nice. And okay. I said, Ellen, run down the arena, stop your horse. Horse does the same thing, like kind of hollows out in the back and can't get her back, and she kind of pops up in the air, and I'm like, okay, like the horse didn't lie. The horse answered the question, whether that's how to quit thinking about it. Nancy just pulled in, go get a saddle from her.
Yeah.
So she comes back in the arena and riding around, and I'm like, Ellen, what are you doing? Like, get down the arena, run down the arena, stop your horse. And she kind of rolls her eyes at me because she's like, man, you're like, I'm just a no bullshit kind of girl. Like, it's like either yes or no.
Right.
Like, it's black and white. I mean, I live in the gray area, but everything else in my life is black and white.
You're farrier.
Yeah. Like, the horse walked away with a limp or walked away clean, right? The horse, the foot, yeah, all of it. So she runs down the arena. That horse just coils up and steps into reverse, and she turns and she looks at me and she's like, I'm like, it's either fuck yes or fuck no. There's no in between.
Yeah.
So now you know what right feels like, and I turn around and I go do my other thing, like what I was doing over here, and it was like, she'll make that decision for herself. I don't need to. She felt what right felt like. That's what I've been trying to get through to her for the last couple of days at the clinic. She felt it. Now it's up to her.
Right.
So, and that's usually what I do. Like, we rent the arena, we buy snacks, we tell people to come on in. I'll help you with your saddle. You can try our saddles. You can do whatever you want. It's all free.
Yeah.
Come ride. That's it. That's all we do. Over
That's
and over
awesome.
again. We meet lots of people.
Do you want to fix your headphones?
I was
Do
gonna
I?
say, yeah, your hair.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Did I wreck my hair?
It's okay.
It's all right.
Okay. Are we better?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't want to stop you in the middle of your story, but I was
Yeah.
like, we got to help her.
And
Yeah, we gotta
like,
help
I was
her.
like dialed
we
in.
can't. Yeah, we can't like.
It's just an amateur.
No, we just can't. I mean, I do that. I'm like, because these headphones, man, being a girl's hard sometimes.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's exhausting.
I can't relate, but I could
Yeah.
only imagine.
Yeah.
You know, I have a cool idea for you.
Okay.
So over at Dunn's Arena,
Yeah.
you could rent out Dunn's Arena for like 2 hours for
Yeah.
$100.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be awesome for you to,
Yeah.
you know, hey, put it out there. Hey, on this day,
Yeah.
I'm going to rent out Dunn's Arena for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Bring your horse. I got some saddles if you want to try them out. And they could just ride them in the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, if you do any clinics here?
I haven't done any clinics here yet. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm really a nobody in the U.S. Like, you guys are huge. Like, we get intimidated by the pond. Like, I'm dipping my foot in right now. And I mean, not that I'm not successful where I came from. I work a lot, so I don't get to go out and be that, you know,
Yeah.
Ashley Schaefer and all of those girls. I would love to, whether my talent or my horses are quite as high as that. But yeah, no, I'm in for anything. I do clinics. I kind of don't like to step in when I see something, and I did the other day, and I almost felt bad about it, and I don't know if I offended people, but I'm like, can I help you for just a second?
I was like, please.
I know.
There's sometimes that, like, as long as you're being nice about it and you're
Yeah.
not making me feel like a total buffoon, because like we're still new into this. I've been
Yeah.
riding consistently for like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Almost 3 years,
Yeah.
2.5 years. And every day my seat's getting better. Like, I was taking lessons for a little bit, but I was only going once or twice a week. So I just feel like I wasn't progressing.
Yeah.
And now that I've been able to ride, 4 to 5 times a week for the last year and a half,
Yeah.
it's completely different, but I know that there are still things that I need to change. So, like, if somebody's going to be nice about it, I am all for
Oh, yeah.
the
100%.
constructive criticism.
Yeah, you're not there. As a coach, you're never there to cut somebody down. You're there to build them.
Right.
And I find a lot of girls forget. I mean, maybe not here because they don't have that experience here, but at home sometimes it's like, how did you do? Because, like, when you're wearing a coach hat, your only measure of success is going to come from how your students do,
Right.
not how good you are in the arena, because that doesn't matter when you're a coach. That's a different game.
Yeah.
So
So when you say home, are you from Canada? Like, because you
I'm
mentioned
from
Canada.
I'm
Okay.
from Canada.
So do
I'm
are
down
you
here on
only
a visa.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, are you here seasonally, or are you just here?
I'm here to whatever the company needs now.
Yeah.
Right. So, like,
That's kinda cool.
Home base is still Canada. That's where my dog is.
Oh.
That's where my house is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm freewheeling now. I'm supposed to I got training horses in, so they're going home April. I keep a few of them, take some and return them, and then I just float. Like,
That's
if
cool.
I've got an ambassador or a rep down here that needs help, I jump a plane or I get in the truck and off we go.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to build everything from the ground up at this point
So how many how many of you guys is there with Franco Saddles right now?
Just me.
Just you?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
And then the builder.
And then the builder. Yeah. And I've got my chief operator in Canada. I've got a few reps. I've got 3 or 4 or 5, maybe.
Okay.
We're working there in Canada doing it because the 4 events, lots of saddles, lots of miles. You can't do it alone.
Right.
So I've got that one kind of set and steady. We've got our, North America stuff. We're split between finances in Canada, finances in the U.S., all of that stuff. And now here I am looking for who wants to be involved with the saddle company, who wants to have a second part-time job or full-time job or
Right.
whatever you choose to do. And I feel like everybody wins if everybody's doing good. And that's
Yeah.
my coaching aspect coming back, right? I'm only as good as my team is.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to develop that team. Right. So I've got a few good contacts from the NFR. So I go to Wisconsin, I go to Michigan, I'm going to Louisiana. And I figured Arizona is probably my best place to meet people from all over
Yeah.
Because they all come here.
because they all come
Yeah.
here. And I'll be honest, I'm scared of Texas.
I mean,
Really?
I don't blame you.
I'm
I feel
scared of
like it'd be
Texas.
super
I
intimidating.
want
in
to be
Texas.
afraid of Texas.
I'm afraid of Texas only for the fact that that's when you got to have your shit together.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Right.
when you can't have those little blips and those little, the little whoops here and the little oh, did I forget that or did I do that? Like as a business person, things when you get to Texas go big. And
Right.
not that we don't have a great product that I think that they could go, team ropers, breakaway ropers, all of that. My ambassador is actually in school for breakaway roping. She's in school in Texas. Amazing kid. I love her. Met her by accident, which is perfect. And I'm ready, but I'm not. I hope I'm ready.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
get
Well, I think
that.
that's smart, right? Because you got to kind of be strategic on how you move
Yeah.
about
It's a
growing
treat.
a business and growing a brand.
Growing it, and I don't want the negative. We're gonna get the negative because that's
Yeah.
just part of it. But how to keep it where it's not an influence
Right.
to people attempting to try it or scrolling past us on social media or
Right.
or right.
Yeah, and they do a lot of events. Like Ashton Sheridan's son
Mm-hmm.
just came back from Texas, and he went to a few big futurity events.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So I feel like because they do a lot of futurity events there in
Yeah.
Texas.
Oh, yeah.
So it would
They're
be.
everywhere.
I mean, yeah, they are everywhere, but I feel like I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of things in Texas, and I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I get where you're coming
Like
from.
once I grow
feel
up,
like-
I want to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Once I grow up.
Yeah.
those
I
are
know.
Texas is the big dogs.
Texas is the big dogs, exactly, and they know it,
Yeah.
right? But they're welcoming and they're friendly. Like you can go to
love
barrel
that.
racing all over the place. I've been, when I was competing off my other gelding, he's old now, and we had wins in 4 provinces and 5 states. Like we were hauling, and the girls in the South, like in the U.S., were so friendly, and I'm like, are they gonna slash my tires? No, they're actually nice. They're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, you drove all that way, and I'm like.
Oh,
We live in Canada, man. We're driving.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We don't have that, closeness. I'm getting to be kind of a little bit old now. Like I drive every day for farrier work, and
Uh-huh.
I don't want to get back in the truck and drive again. Like, where's the closest barrel race I can hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so you are a full-time farrier?
In Canada, I
In
am.
Canada,
I'm
you are.
trying not to because it takes up too much of my daylight hours here.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a really busy time here, so I can't. And people are always looking for.
Yeah, they're always
Farriers
looking, and
and-
I'll help anybody out. Like if we're at a barrel race and somebody knocks a shoe off or something, I will slap it
Yeah.
back on and we'll go. I have no problems doing any of that stuff, but
Yeah.
to commit to being someone's farrier when I'm supposed to commit to this, it was getting to the point where the balance is I got to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
And I think chucking saddles is a lot easier on your body than climbing underneath
for
some,
sure.
some beast.
Seriously.
But yeah, no, I'm going to focus on this here because I got to, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just think it's a beautiful, beautiful saddle. And
They really are. I keep admiring this barrel one.
Yeah, well-
and I was gonna ask, because are you still competing? Like, do you
Oh,
still
yeah.
compete quite often?
I try.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got young ones here now that, with our stuff in Canada, we got super stakes, and I don't want to burn them out. We see so many girls come down to Arizona and they burn their horses out, and
Yeah.
they get home and they are hot. Like, it's like, whoa, that one is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And then by the time you get to September, October, when things really count for us, they're powered out. So I'm like, okay, be patient. The season hasn't started yet. The season's not ready yet, you know? So I'm getting these young ones going, banking on October, right? So as much as I'd love to be a rock star down here, yeah, I can't. Like,
Yeah.
I just can't put the pressure on those colts like that.
Yeah.
So
Totally. I get that.
Competing. And trying to wrap your head around ones that got little damage here and a little lazy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many horses do you have down here?
6.
6?
Too many.
Dang.
Not enough daylight hours for 6.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And next year is only going to be 3 or 4. 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And even then, like my kid comes down and helps all the time. And he's part of the business at home too. And he's an equine dentist. And, so he's good with the horses. He rode and competed until he went and played hockey. And I got to go for a week. And he's like, okay. And he round pens him for me because his knees are blown from hockey. So he can't get back in the saddle. But, yeah, he's like 6 horses is too many. I'm
Yeah.
like, I totally agree with you. He goes, I don't even want to cook supper. I'm like, I get it. There's a taco truck on every corner here. You are
Right.
so blessed.
Yeah, I cannot even imagine 6 right now, especially with like having a full-time job because so we had 3 here. One of them just sold,
Yeah.
but I was working all 3,
Yeah.
and my husband didn't realize I had been working 3,
Yeah.
and it takes forever. So
Yeah.
like I was down for about a week, sick, and I had him. I was like, "Is there any chance you can get these horses out for me, please?"
Yeah.
He didn't realize. He goes, after the second one, he goes, oh, "Shit, I still got one more."
Yeah.
He goes, "You do this
Every
every day?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we're amazing, right?
And he's like, "I'm tired." And I said, and not only that, I still come in when I'm done and I make dinner. And he goes, "Oh my God." I was like, "Yeah,
I
that's a
know.
lot of work."
It is.
Yeah, they are.
And
And
y'all got 6.
I was
Holy
mad at my
moly.
phone. I was mad at my phone the other week because I had to fly home and do farrier work because I have clients up there, and I'm like, I can't really like just skip one and not the other, right?
Right.
Because I'm gonna, what if I fall on my head?
Yeah.
So I fly home for a week, and I have 103 horses lined up to trim,
Oh, shit.
which
Holy
is stupid. My limit's 50 a week, but I'm like a coupon clipper, right? So I go in miles. So I get up there and I go and I get all these horses done, and my phone dings at me because my phone stays in the truck when I'm doing farrier work because the last thing I need is it going off and something jumping on my head.
Yeah.
So my phone dings and says, "You've taken a lot less steps this week than last. You're burning way less calories." I was ready to tell Apple to go kiss my ass because it's like, you have no idea just because you're sitting in the truck all day, right? But I'm like kind of offended. But I checked my step count just because I was like, curious with 6 horses and,
Yeah.
being busy. And yeah, I'm sitting about 25,000 steps a day just giving her with 6 horses. And I'm like, no wonder I'm tired. Wonder my feet hurt. I'm actually wearing out a pair of shoes. I haven't done that before. I think usually last forever, but these ones are cooked. There's
Oh man.
Man.
Dang. And
130
20.
horses.
That's wild.
How many days did you do that in?
How many days did I do those horses?
Yeah.
I landed on Thursday. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to just throw my nippers in my carry-on bag, right? Cool. Get to the airport. Okay. The flight's changed in the morning, so I messaged the first client, like, I'm going to be landing late. Dings at 7. I leave at 8. We're perfect. I'm going to be an hour late now. Call that guy, message that guy. We're good. Ding. WestJet again says, nope, we're going to be going early now. And now I'm like, oh, shit. So now wake the kid, get me to the airport. Traffic's terrible. Got just enough time to get through security.
Yeah.
They take my nippers, and they're like, you can't take these on the plane.
Oh,
And I'm
no.
like, what am I going to do? Bludgeon somebody to death? Because they're so dull. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I can't hurt anybody. Like,
Yeah.
Granny's nail file is going to be more dangerous than my nippers are.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you can't have them. I tried to give them to the security guard because I'm like, you should take these because they're probably still worth $300. Like,
Yeah.
take them. He's like, how? I can't. He's, you can mail them to yourself. I'm like, yeah, but I won't get back out and back in because I'm going to miss my flight.
Yeah.
Then I sat on the tarmac for an hour anyways, and then I ended up
Oh,
being late.
man.
It's like-
Oh my gosh.
so then phone the first client and go like, I don't have any nippers. He goes, well, I have a pair that, I used prior to you 14 years ago. I'm like, we should be able to gnaw ourselves through some feet on those. Get a new set of nippers that I'd already pre-ordered, so I was picking them up that night. I get to the first client in the morning, makes it through 3 feet, and they seize.
Oh my god.
I'm like, the universe is telling me that this isn't my job anymore. Like, I
Right.
don't know. I'm like, oh my God. I made it through the week. And
Yeah.
then the new nippers, the brand new ones that I had to go get after the first set, they ended up chipping after like 30 horses. So I send a picture to the supplier, and I'm like, okay, like the universe is telling me no
Yeah.
on farrier work anymore. And I'm like, I love it, but I don't like being beat up at the end of the day.
I was
Right.
gonna say that's gotta be so hard on your body. Like every time the farrier comes out for ours, and
Yeah.
I'll just be chit chatting with him. Like I can hardly handle just picking the feet.
Yeah, you get
Like my back. I'm like, God damn, I could never be a farrier. Like my back. I am.
Yeah.
My back.
Everybody
turned
should know how to do it
65.
though.
Yeah.
So I have this one lady at home. She is cool. And she does her own feet. She's 60, 61, 62. And she was so worried because she had like a laminitic, like metabolic horse. And I was like, that I'm not going to be here. So she's doing her own.
Oh wow.
And she can get through 4 horses herself. And I'm like, we got kids that won't even file a toe. But I'll tell you now that her horses have been done by her. They stand way nicer.
Really.
Yeah.
Oh.
It would be so much nicer if people just did that for
Oh my gosh. I would love to learn more about feet. Like we recently just changed farriers, and he's been super like educational and
Yeah.
is helping me understand kind
Yeah.
of how, I mean, we just started with him. So like
Yeah.
each time I know I'm going to learn something new,
Yeah.
and I'm not a hoverer, so I don't ever want to make him feel like
You're not
You're
a what?
watching over
a
his
hoverer.
work.
A hoverer?
A hoverer. Yeah. Like I don't hover when people are doing work here. Like
Oh.
I just leave them be.
That's the first time I've heard of that word
Hover-
before.
hover-
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe
a
it-
hoverer?
A
We can make 'em
hoverer.
up.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Okay.
I have my own dictionary, God damn it.
Sorry.
If you can't
Jeez.
smell what she's stepping in.
Yeah, you're not picking up what I'm
just
putting
saying.
down?
You know what? You give me a lot of shit.
You're not
so I'm
mowing
gonna
what
give
I'm
you some shit too. So. So anyway, you're not a hoverer.
I'm not a hoverer, so I try not to like hang out here too long. I'll just
Yeah.
kind of come and go, come up with a question, come out.
Sometimes
Just hang out.
Sometimes the horses are better when you're not around. Sometimes they're better when you are around. Like,
Yeah, no, mine, I think, especially that Palomino over there, I feel like she would be a brat if we
Yeah.
hung out too long.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
want to nose you and they wiggle and
Yeah.
just little things that like
Mhm.
irritate your day, especially when you've just come from somewhere that's already had like. I had my Kiwi kid that comes in and rides with me in the summers. She's like, I'm just gonna call all your clients and tell them you died, right? Because I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I just cross-eyed and I don't want to drive anymore, and I don't want to. I'm getting beat up,
Oh.
and she's like, I'm just gonna call them and tell them you died. I'm like, please do. And then I'm like, no, I sleep, I get over it, and I get up in the
Yeah.
morning,
Yeah.
and off I go again. And then the next day, she's like, I'm just going to call them and tell them you died. I'm like, you'd probably be more realistic if you said I landed in jail,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
right? So, yeah, no. But
Come
then I
up with
go,
a really fun story.
right?
That way, like, she can go back and, because you say
Yeah.
Kiwi kid, New Zealand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just that way she can go back and have a couple stories lined up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have lots of stories,
You know?
anyways. Yeah, because you get tired, you get overtired, you start thinking, and that's actually kind of where all like the saddle stuff come in. Because I'm like driving down the road, and I'm like, I love my life, but I hate my life at the same time, right? Because
Yeah.
you're exhausted, your arms are rubber, your feet hurt, you tweak something, you're sitting in the truck, and you're like, like that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good. I'm learning how to like chiropractor myself as I'm like driving. Maybe that's distracted driving. I don't know. But yeah, we got lots of like, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and my brain is going off, and it's like, oh, but if I did this with the saddles, and I did this, and then we, and all those
Yeah.
bad ideas and risks come to the surface. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of like you've siphoned them all out, and now all the big rocks are at the top. And yeah, the saddle stayed at the top with all those dumb ideas that start rolling through. But like, don't give me rein to be the leader of the pack when I'm overtired, because the dumb ideas will shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got to
All hell
like,
break
think of
loose.
it.
Oh
For
yeah.
real.
Well, I had like for my kid's 18th birthday, because he was off playing hockey, and he was in Ontario, which is suck because his 18th birthday in Alberta is like that's the you're an adult, right?
Oh, yeah.
In Ontario, it's 19.
Oh.
So he goes there to play hockey in his big dream, and it wasn't going the way he wanted it to go. And I'm driving home, and I'm really tired, and I'm like, so we need to do something really big for his birthday. I'm like, I need a singing midget. I need a singing midget, right? I'm like, okay, So then we go and like, I need to figure out how to make his birthday as memorable as I can get.
Oh my gosh.
So now I've got like 5 friends on my phone going, I'm like, we need to find a singing midget,
Oh
sing
my
a telegram, go to the school, because it's a hockey school, right? Nobody's going to expect that shit.
Yeah.
I've got 5 people. Singing midgets are expensive.
Stop.
They're terrible. And then my kid's like, you think singing ones are expensive? He goes, try the strippers. The midget strippers are like $5,000. I'm like, how do you know
Yeah.
this?
Well, let me tell you something, Mom.
But apparently the dumb ideas are genetic. We did make his birthday memorable. We did not. I could not afford a midget, but
Yeah.
you know, and maybe
So you
that's
just
not
got like
politically correct. But I mean, they're wonderful. And
Yeah.
it's like I just love every one of them. I don't even know them, but it's like
Was that an
that's-
overtired idea?
Yeah,
I love that. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
right.
I love it.
I could do.
Can you plan my next birthday?
I could. I'm like shenanigator. That's the one that I want to take top shenanigator.
Yeah, I love
Because
gosh, we love shenanigans.
life,
Oh, yeah.
life is ridiculous. You
Yeah.
might as well roll with it,
Oh yeah.
right? You might as well make people laugh and make people happy. And if it didn't work, like I've come out of the arena more times than not going, I've won a lot, right? Like in the odds of, you know, how many times you run to how many times you win and stuff like that. Like I'm good, not great, but I'm good. And everybody sees what you win. That's why they hire you to do clinics or listen
Yeah.
to what your story is and why you want to try the saddle and all that kind of stuff. But there's more times than not that you don't win. And then you come out of the arena and you're like, that did not go as planned.
Yeah.
That plan did not work. Note to self, don't do that again. Or why did I do that? You know?
Yeah.
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 It's super humbling. Like I feel like I'm humbled every time I get out of the saddle in some way, shape, or form. So I just started barrel racing in May.
Oh.
And then obviously there was like nothing in the summertime because I didn't go anywhere.
Right.
And I'm still like learning. Like
We're all learning.
still learning, and I'm barrel racing on an ex-rope horse, so she's learning.
Yeah.
And she's been doing pretty good, but like I feel like every single time I'm like, gosh dang it, like I feel like I'm doing really good, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm going really, really, really fast.
Yeah.
And then they tell me the time, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but then I'm like so hard on myself,
Yeah.
even though I've literally been doing this for
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a couple months.
We're our own worst critics. Always.
Yeah.
Right? Always. So, yeah, just find somebody that's going to build you. Your team is supposed to be on your side,
Yeah.
right? They're supposed to see you win. And I always tell girls at clinics, too, you know, you got 3 friends. Honestly, you got 3 friends. You got your friends when you're on the losing side. You got your friends when you're on the winning side. And there's only probably 3 or 4 that match up on both ends,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's come and go. Just be nice. Just be
Yeah.
kind. Don't be tearing people down or screaming at the gate guy or the rodeo committee or something like that. Just go in and be nice, because at the end of the day, you're not going to call any of these people for coffee.
Right.
You know, if your mom dies, you're not going to call any of them anyways.
Yeah.
So take your 3 friends, go home, be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Less is more.
Less is more.
Heck yeah.
It gets overwhelming in your time, right? All summer long, all I could think of is I just want to go home and ride my horse.
Yeah.
I just want to go home. I'm like, I'm going to come to Arizona. I'm just going to ride horses all winter.
Heck yeah.
Just going to ride them.
That's so exciting. I just love your story and like how you're from Canada. You went to New Zealand, got in with Franco, and then now you're here.
Yeah.
And you're not by yourself, right?
No, my son comes down with me.
Okay.
All right. My world is just kind of like a fly by the seat of your pants at the moment. I live in a holiday trailer. It's kind of nice. It's like super fast to clean,
Yeah.
you know. But the weather's been great, aside from the floods. But that was pretty cool. I did paddleboard in the desert.
That's
through-
awesome.
Through the yard.
Good for you.
Till the neighbor dog Pete was standing on the other side of the fence, and he's like, "I don't think you should be floating past my fence."
Yeah.
Okay, Pete. Nope, take it.
Oh my gosh.
Back we
Did
go.
anybody record you doing that?
We got some videos, yeah. I
That's
know why
awesome.
people die in flash floods, because, you know, it's dumb Canadians. We don't know. Okay, we're not dumb, but we're very inexperienced, maybe.
Uh-huh.
So we think of, you know, we get our view of the Americans, and it's like they're all packing guns, and there's snakes and spiders, and, you know, yeah. I'm not allowed to pack a gun because I'm not a citizen. Just kind of like, well, damn.
Yeah.
Right? That's what you come down here for.
Right.
But then you come, there's snakes or scorpions, that stuff can kill you. And then, you know, we don't kick stuff before we pick it up, which apparently you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because that's when the bugs and stuff goes away.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've been here my whole life, and I learned a very hard lesson not doing that, not shaking out a shoe that we leave. I have like a little boot or whatever
Yeah.
up at the back door, and I didn't do that. And a camel spider.
What the hell is that? I've never heard of them.
They're awful. So they eat scorpions. They don't have venom or anything, but they have little pinchers. And I stuck my foot in my little muck boot up there, and I was like, "Ow!" And I like took it off, and it's just hanging on my toe.
Oh, I'd lose it.
Oh, I
damn.
did. I screamed, and it comes running out. So yeah, I mean, I've been here my whole life, and we still are not great at doing that. So
Yeah.
It's
Well, we're
okay.
really bad at it. Really bad. Like, I would probably just burn my hay pile if there was a snake in it. Like, I can't. No.
Yeah.
We don't have that. Like, we have snakes in southern Alberta. And I was at one place down by the river, and there's rattlesnakes down there. And I said, if one comes in the barn, I'm just leaving my stuff and everything. I'm just leaving.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Gone.
I'm gone.
yeah.
Then I go to Texas to learn some lameness stuff, and there's stuff down there too. And I'm like, this poor pony. The first day of the clinic, we walk in the morning, and there's a pony with blood coming out its eyes and its ears, and I'm like, what the hell?
Oh no.
So yeah, and then I'm doing the main event in Canada, and I'm like side by side with one of the instructors that came by, and there's a dude from Texas, and he's like looking out, and it had snowed, and he's like, well, that wasn't in the brochure. I'm like, it's April. Like, we could still be snowed in. Like, you could still have a snow day at school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but we don't have any of that other stuff that'll kill you. Like, you get us dummies down here, and when we, just go pick up firewood, and he's like, oh, no, you kick it first.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Well, you guys got ice and snow up there, like bad, right?
Yeah,
It
the
gets
week
pretty heavy?
The week I got home was really nice. We were kind of above freezing. So and the horses were all like loving and
That
sunny
is-
behavior.
Melissa, that is not nice.
No, that it was nice. Like
Really?
it
For
was.
you guys?
For us, it was
Oh,
beautiful.
man.
I was dreading the going home. Like, my son went home for Christmas, and he's like, I just can't get warm. Because it was your minus 40 and our minus 40 is the same. So, because Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Oh yeah.
So his minus 40 and my minus 40 are like, yeah. So he was at minus 40. And he's like, I just can't get warm. I'm like, now I know how my stepmom felt. Right? When she come from California.
Oh, yeah.
At Christmas time, it's like, no. Everyone wants to be together at Christmas time, but it's like, can't we just do that somewhere else?
Yeah.
And then all us Canadians want snow for Christmas. And then it can go away. Like,
Yeah. I lived in Indiana for like 5 years, and I was born and raised here in Arizona.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like, that first winter, well, all the winters kicked my ass. Like, I was in long johns in like September,
Yeah.
all the way up until May.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I usually wear my
But-
ski pants from September till May.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that makes me feel a little bit better. But all the guys that I worked with, like, they're just wearing jeans and a shirt and a jacket, and I'm like, dude, and it's like, 30 degrees, probably 40, 50s, and I'm cold.
No, I get it.
I hated it.
I hate it too. My
I hate
hands
it.
and my hands don't hurt down here. My shoulders don't hurt down here. Yeah,
my
it's
first
great.
my first week in Indiana, I was going to school, and I had my van up there, and there was a ice storm that just passed. Right, first time ever being in an ice storm or whatever, and there was like a thick piece of ice on my windshield,
Yeah.
and I'm like, damn. So I go up to my room, I get a pot, and I boil it.
Oh no! And you wrecked your windshield.
No, thank God I didn't. But I just like threw it on there, and I had my van started already, so like
Yeah, so it was
the
warming.
heat was kind of warming up.
Yeah.
The ice melts, I let my instructors know, hey, I'm probably gonna be a little bit late. I show up all late, and they're like, what's wrong? Because they all know that I'm from Arizona.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Shane?
Yeah.
And I told them, they're like, dude,
You didn't.
don't ever pour boiling water on ice on your windshield. I'm like, why? They're like, because it'll freaking break it. I'm like, ah, shit, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's something
Salt
you need
is
to
your
tell me
friend.
day one.
Yeah. Salt is your friend. With ice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Salt.
yeah.
See, I would be absolutely clueless because I'm born and raised here too. And if we ever moved, it would be because of Nate's job. And more than likely it would send us to like the Midwest. And that like shatters me internally because I know that I'm a struggle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't know anything about what you need to do when it's really cold. You know what I mean? I just
dress
don't.
warm.
Yeah.
And,
Like, I would
that's
have
like
to get
the
a
worst.
whole new wardrobe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's like the worst part is like having to put on a bunch of clothes just to go outside and then come back in and then take
Take
it
it
all off. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, no, it's like routine. We don't know any better.
Yeah.
But I did kind of laugh because my dad is Canadian and he come down to the States and he got his citizenship and stuff. And he's like, I love those ice storms in Texas. He's Canadian, so he knows what they're all about.
Right.
But the other ones don't.
Nope.
Yeah.
And he's like, it is so entertaining that they get to watch the,
Oh, yeah.
the classical music and the cars floating and the
Oh,
people,
yeah.
like the people falling and stuff. And then there was a girl from up north they run a ranch in Texas and in the winter. So they come down and bring a bunch of horses and run this ranch. And that's when they had all that snow. And she was like instantly, like they're pretty smart for being Canadian, like being up north and dealing with the cold all the time. It was like tarp in the trailers, get some generators, got gas, like get the calves inside the trailer, get them dried. She had it all figured out.
Nobody else.
Nobody else did.
Oh, my God.
It was just kind of trying to be resourceful where you don't have that stuff ready.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
But yeah, we're used to the cold. We don't know how to deal with the heat.
See, I could do the heat.
What's it like here in the summer? Because
It's
I
awful.
Oh, I mean, the
Yeah.
worst could get like 120.
Yeah.
like frying eggs on the sidewalk.
Pretty
People
much.
try, yeah. Or there's been people that have put like cookie dough on cookie sheets and just put them on their dash. But like it's also, we always joke when you need like oven mitts to like use your steering wheel because the steering wheel gets really hot. Or if you have leather seats
Oh yeah.
and
don't-
you're wearing shorts.
Oh, yeah.
They get
as-
sticky.
Yeah.
Well, not only do they get sticky, but like
They burn.
yeah, I'm like getting second-degree burns on the backs of my thighs.
And then your skin sizzles to the seat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. And then like trying to get up and out of this is first Shane, you wouldn't get it because you don't wear hoochie daddy shorts.
You're right.
Yeah. So like with girls, like if you're wearing shorts or whatever, even if you're sitting in one of those like vinyl boots or something, like
yeah.
your legs start to stick, and when you get up, it's like I'm pretty sure a layer of skin just peeled off, and I'm leaving it behind.
I did that on a saddle once thinking it's hot. I'm just going to ride in shorts. And then the mare reared and I went to get off and I left half my ass in the saddle.
Oh yeah.
I was like, ooh, that hurt for days in the shower.
Ooh, I bet. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that heat, leather, no. And I find it funny too because like our options on our vehicles are so different than your options on your vehicles down here. Like not different, but what we need. Like
Yeah.
we need 4x4.
Yeah.
We definitely need 4x4. You guys don't down here.
No, not really.
No.
I know.
Unless you're actually like
Going like
going off the road, but
Yeah.
for
No.
the most part.
And like heated seats and heated steering wheels are pretty important for us.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it is for me. That's what sold me my first 110
yeah.
was the heated steering wheel. Yeah.
My truck's got a heated steering wheel and heated seats, and I really love it.
Yeah.
I really love it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I
take
used
all
it
the other
yesterday, and
options.
it was 60 degrees. I had the heated steering wheel on
Yeah.
and my heated seat, but that was just because I used that more so for my lower back relief.
Yeah.
So you're like not even cold.
No, I'm cold right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I acclimatized quite well to Arizona.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask because
Yeah.
because I'm sitting here and I'm like every once in a while I start shivering inside.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my hands are cold. Definitely hands.
I
Okay.
have a hand warmer. Do you want it?
No, I'm going to suck it up because it could be so much worse.
Your hands are gonna turn black
Could be so
Why?
much.
because that's what they do. It'll, like when your hands start sweating.
Oh, my
it'll-
hands aren't sweating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you did you grow up with horses?
Yeah. That was my mom got me a pony.
Okay.
Okay. And some just never outgrow it.
Yeah.
And I just never outgrew it. Like, then when I had kids and I dropped them off and I'd be going somewhere with the horses and she's like, could you come to one time without the horses? And I'm like, no, I can't. So home is where the horses are. So I'm in Canada and they're like, oh, you're home. And I'm like, well, no, home's down there now.
Yeah.
Like, that's where they live. That
So this is like in your blood.
I might be genetically deformed, but yeah, horses are in my blood. Yeah. Like I don't recall, except for a brief stint, for probably a month in my life where I've never had a horse with me. Like,
Damn.
Oh wow.
yeah, I'm like, I just can't. Like,
I always dream of that holiday, like somebody just wake me up and there's a beach and you can hear it, and there's not a horse to be seen,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm, chasing horses all day. I'm under them, or I'm on them, or I'm hauling them, or I'm breeding them, or I'm doing something, and then I get to that beach. I'm like, I wonder what my horse is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, I wonder what race is coming up. Like, can I be ready for that one? Can I be ready for that one? Yeah, no.
Now, did you were you on a ranch or anything, or was
No, I was just on a little. When my mom had a quarter section, and
Yeah.
raised on that, and had the dairy cow and the horses and the pony, and scruffy little bodunk kids. That that was our toy. Like that was
Yeah.
our wheels.
Yeah.
You want to go to your friend's house, you jump on your horse and off you go. And then, I never got to rodeo or anything like that growing up because I couldn't afford it. But, and then my mentor being Sharon Camarillo, she was always like, you make that run count to get to the next run, and, make that horse count, be a nice horse, go to the next one, right? Like you're forever building up. So, and I just kept adding to my repertoire. Like, I coach figure skating because, in Canada, you're either at the rink or on a horse. Like, that's just how I grew up. We had horse season and hockey season. Like,
That's cool.
and then I just was like, I loved horses so much. And I was like, how hard can farrier be? Like,
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors for all of their support. A big shout out goes to the team at Trucker Jobs. They've designed an app for all the professional truck drivers and carriers out here looking for support in this much needed industry. The Trucker Jobs app is a combination of social media and business designed for truckers by truckers. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or lease equipment, turn unused equipment or lot space into revenue, connect directly with drivers, carriers, and vendors, or navigate your career and grow your business, this is the source for you. Download the app Trucker Jobs Network in the App Store today or visit them at www.trucker-jobs.com. Use code WOJO12 for 12 months free. Thank you to the team at Sunset Customs. If your home or business is in need of concrete coatings or custom cabinets, this is the team. Sunset Customs provides the highest quality flake floors, beautiful stained concrete, concrete overlay, and grind and sealed concrete here in Arizona. If cabinets are your look no further. Whether it is for your garage space, laundry rooms, or closets, Sunset Customs has you covered with custom cabinets designed and installed for your specific needs. With high-end finishes, soft closed doors and drawers, Sunset Customs specializes in transforming spaces one finish at a time. Give them a call today at 602-489-9237 or check them out online at sunsetcustoms.com. That's Sunset Customs with a Z. Thanks to the team at Fresh Comfort Solutions, the Valley's go-to for all your air conditioning and heating needs. Specializing in residential and commercial HVAC, Fresh Comfort Solutions is a local business with leadership born and raised right here in the Valley of the Sun. Whether your HVAC system needs a seasonal checkup, repair, or replacement, Mackay and his team are your source for not only the highest quality, but an experience you'll want to share with family and friends. Give them a call today at 602-390-3930 or visit them at callfcs.com. That's CALLFCS.com. And don't forget to mention Radcast for a special offer.
and I always joke, it's like, have you ever met a really brilliant farrier? Nope. But we're not meant to be, right? It's lather, rinse, repeat, count to 4, go on to the next one. Lather, rinse, repeat. And every horse is different, but the anatomy doesn't change. They don't need a 2.0 upgrade. They don't need any of that stuff. Same as the barrel pattern. It's 1 to the right and 2 to the left, and you go really fast. Like,
Yeah.
And how do you make it faster? How do you make their feet move the most efficient to the ground that you can possibly make? How do you make that horse's stride as big as you can possibly make?
Mm-hmm.
How do you make it so that we don't fall off at 90 miles an hour? Like, it just keep adding and building and like between feet and saddles and all of that, it just kind of like grew into what Movement Plus really is, which is ideally getting people to enjoy the sport of barrel racing, being comfortable, being with your girls, and getting faster and faster, right? How do you feel more secure when you start aging too? Mm-hmm. Like, we've got a lot of ladies that when I brought the saddle to Canada, I was like, here's a good friend. She's kind of like a second mom. I'm like, she'll give me an honest opinion, love it or hate it, but she's not going to go out and trash it, right? So she loved it. She's like, I've never felt more secure, like more balanced sitting on her horse, because I'd see her lean and I'd see her forward again, and test in the back of my mind where I'm like seeing forward riders. Does this work on everybody?
Yeah.
And it worked on her too. So got her centered. Her horse would fall down in the arena. It's like, how do I make her safe to enjoy it so we don't lose? Because she's a great lady. She laughs. You can hear her laughing across the parking lot.
Oh.
One of those ones. You don't want them to leave the sport because they feel unsafe or they don't feel secure.
Right.
This saddle has helped, right? Just
Yeah.
making them feel that center where you've got a seatbelt. But the design into the patent of this, like with your women's pelvis, the angle of your femur, the forces that are generated between the tree and your horse and putting them all together, just changes the ride.
Yeah.
So how do I get a little girl to be more confident, right? Get her sitting up straight so she doesn't feel like she's pulling forward.
Mm-hmm.
Learning more about saddles that, I didn't know about seat pockets. Like, the hell's a seat pocket?
Yeah.
Well, it goes by the junk in your trunk, right? So everybody's built differently. So when girls are like, I'm in a size 14, and it's like, that's like jamming a 7 into a size 3 jeans, right? Like, get rid of the numbers, go back to feel.
Mm-hmm.
But that seat pocket, if you're not hitting that seat pocket, you're not going to feel that stability sitting down on your pockets coming into a turn. You're going to be pulled forward.
Okay, because I was just about to ask, so when they say, like, sit on your pockets, is that...
Sit in that pocket of your seat. Yeah, like, sit on the
Okay.
pockets of your jeans, because
Yeah.
that's where, like, our brains can get there.
Okay.
And, you have 3 kind of positions on your pelvis. So when you're, like, up and go, or sit neutral, or sit down to stop.
Yeah.
Or sit down to turn. But the saddle's supposed to help that.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a tool to help get that gap between human and horse to come together as one. And everybody's different. Every horse is different. Every rider has different goals. But at the end of the day, comfort for humans and horses has to be one, right? Like,
Yeah.
you got an ill-fitting saddle, you are going to have issues in your horse in the traveling. You're going to have them on one end or the other. They're quadrupeds. They're supposed to be on all 4, moving cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
And, we see muscle atrophy where they get these big hollows behind their shoulder blades because your saddle's not fitting. Why isn't your saddle fitting? Is the gullet too wide? Is the gullet are the bars not right? So then you take saddle fit and you got all of these, secrets.
Yeah.
And I can understand why saddle companies do that. Like, we got an SRB3 and we got a W4, and we got all the different numbers that people tag saddles on, because you see one thing on social media and you get a number in your head and I need a 42-degree bar. Sweet. Cool. Who measured it? We're looking at a triangle. There's 3 corners on that triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Which angle did they measure to get 42? Because we don't know.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of that. Wendy, who is from Burns or isn't from Burns anymore, I don't know. But Wendy has so much good information.
Yeah.
And
She's like that older gal.
yeah.
Yeah,
and
she's all over social
excellent.
media.
And she's educating people, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful. And Nancy's from Brazil, learning English in New Zealand. And I don't know if you've ever gone to New Zealand, but I look at them and go, what'd you just say? Your English and my English do not match.
Right.
Okay. So then Nancy's learning that on top of her Portuguese. And I'm like, sometimes the language barrier gets tough.
Mm-hmm.
If she can explain something, we'll go back to Wendy. And Wendy will she'll pick out a video of what she's trying to explain.
Oh,
and
okay.
one of the videos that I'd watched was everybody wants an angle for their horse. This is what I've been told. This is what I've been taught. This is what fits. But there's so many angles that run through a saddle. It's well, which one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, which triangle are they measuring from? So
When you say triangle, is it the front part of the saddle?
Yeah, the slope of the saddle,
Okay.
because you got, our horses have changed so much in the last 20 years. The saddles haven't changed a whole bunch, But yeah, the angles. So we've tried to keep it simple. Do you have a thoroughbred? Do you have a semi-quarter horse? Do you have a quarter horse? Or do you have a really big quarter horse? Right? Or do you have a crossbred?
Yeah.
Right? There's draft crosses. There's gypsy crosses. There's all kinds of different crosses that people can build, and then they struggle the same way with the saddle fit. So therefore, when we custom, we're hand making them anyway, so we can go out and actually take those measurements, take the top line, rebuild their back in the factory, build that tree around that horse. Full wet back is what you want. I've got a roping ambassador in Canada, and he's feral. I love this kid. He is absolutely feral. I bought a horse off him. He had saddle sores everywhere, cinch rot. He thought that was normal, right? Because You know, he
Really?
was raised and he just didn't know.
Yeah.
And he's like, I broke 4 trees off my big buckskin, 4 saddles off my buckskin last year. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I'm like, well, we're going to test it. So I threw a rope saddle at him. And he's like, my horse never works so good. And I'm like, it's the difference when it fits, right? That horse will push back into that saddle, push those shoulders up into that saddle.
So you put an already made Franco saddle
On his horse.
on his horse.
On his horse. Because we're not going to get that specific. The kid rides too many horses,
Right.
right? So we just kind of give him a generic tree that was like, not a generic tree, but just a kind of our standard quarter horse tree. 'Cause
Okay.
I looked at his horses. They're kind of standard quarter horses. Big and beefy. And he's going to test it. I'm like, okay, fingers crossed. Okay, every day I'm like, is that phone going to ring and say, because we have warranty on our tree, right? 5 years on the tree, same as, you know, lots of other saddle companies will warranty that. Then this summer I asked him probably in the spring, I said, you know, what have you pulled with that saddle so far? And he's like, well, I got my truck stuck. So he unloaded his horse and pulled his truck out of the mud. I'm like, I don't think we're designed to pull trucks, but okay. And then I get a video from a lady.
Hold on, time out. He pulled his truck with his horse
Off his saddle.
off of his saddle.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know,
Interesting.
dally
Okay.
up and give her guns. Like his horse is something else.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like he said, wish me luck when he sent me a picture of this buckskin horse. He goes, this is where I break saddles. And, you know, maybe he doesn't pull a slack. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is he's feral. He's awesome. And he's broke 4 saddles. And so far, I am still standing.
Wow.
And he pick up rides. And there was a bull with his feet in the dirt like a donkey. And he sends me the video of him, like, got the rope on, hits the end of that slack, jerks that bull up off his feet, and then lopes off with him. He's like, I did feel my saddle flex in that one. He says, I thought it was a goner. But the next day, I get a video from another lady that, like, there goes your saddle. And it was a ranch rodeo for a memorial. And the ranch rodeo, they have a truck and trailer in the arena. And I mean, granted, it was only a half-ton truck and a 2-horse trailer. So it's not a great big one. But it was too muddy. And they couldn't get the truck to go into the arena. So here's my saddle. Dallied on, and they're pulling a truck and trailer. There's 3 horses, but they're pulling this truck and trailer into the arena.
Wow.
And they're like, there goes your saddle again. And I'm like,
Dude,
okay,
That is awesome.
That's
this is
so
not
cool.
what I want to promote.
Right.
But we're definitely strong enough to last that kid. And if anybody can outpull that kid on his horse, good luck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to challenge that, but
Right.
That's
I'm
so cool.
I'm pretty confident in our rope saddles and, you know, the quality that we're setting out there.
Yeah.
We're trying not to be like out of market. We want
Yeah.
everybody to be able to afford them too. So
Can
quality.
we grab? Oh, they're napping.
Yeah.
It's okay. But can we grab maybe my sorrel? She's the thickest
Yeah.
quarter horse out
Yeah.
of the 2, and we could try like just explain like what we're looking for when we're fitting a saddle.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
We can absolutely do that. And I think if we can just simplify it and get people to not be overwhelmed,
Yeah.
right? Go on social media and they're like, oh, you need this saddle or this saddle. or this
Yeah,
saddle.
because
like,
it's super. Even that, what's her name, Wendy? You guys
Yeah.
are talking about. I feel like she can get super overwhelming. Because I'll watch some of her videos and I'm like,
but there's so
Wow.
much really to understand. Like,
Yeah.
if you understand the anatomy of the horse and you understand this part, this part, this part. Like we have like, I just call some no-go zones, right? Cartilage on the top of the shoulder blades. It can turn into like cauliflower ears, you know, when you see UFC fighters. That cartilage does that same thing on the top of the shoulder blades. So if you've got a gullet that's sitting on that, then all of a sudden it gets bigger and bigger and the saddle gets tighter and tighter and the horse gets more upset or more
Yeah.
sore. And then you start looking at other issues that start to crop up. Like, you know, the horse is dropping on the front end, putting a little more weight there. People go to the vet thinking it's a hocks. They won't get to their hips. And, you know, it's not the hocks, it's the front end.
Yeah.
You know, so it goes back and forth constantly. If we can just go like, this is a no-go zone. This is where you're having issues. And, I mean, try everything. I'll help you fit your saddle. I'll help you fit anybody else's saddle. Lots of times we've done a saddle nights, and, I mean, your saddle fits really good. The only thing I can't see when I strap that saddle down is the withers, right? 20 years ago, our horses don't look the same, right? So we get a lot of thoroughbred influence in our horses, and our length of our wither is getting longer and longer across that horse's back, but the seat of your saddle doesn't come back any later, right? So how do we accommodate that horse's anatomy to the saddle fit? And, you know, we look at the difference between men's and women's trees, right? Like,
Right.
we want to sit on this part of our pelvis because that's our natural. Men sit up a little bit more, you know. Then I think we kind of make it like overwhelming. I mean, like, oh gosh, now I got a saddle that I can only sell to a woman. Well, possibly, but it's comfort for you and your horse at the time. It's answering that problem, and you know, saddle fit is kind of everything to keep your horse going for years and years and years.
Yeah.
You know, it does get overwhelming, but find your team. Find people that you can trust. I know we get sold all the time in the horse world.
Yeah.
But trust your gut in that fact that it's a yes or a no.
Yeah.
If it doesn't feel 100% better than what you already have, keep going.
Yeah.
And keep going. Because there's going to be the answer is going to be out there. You just got to find it.
Yeah.
And quit being influenced. So many horse people lose their confidence.
It's easy to do.
It is,
It's
yeah.
super easy to do.
Yeah.
Because I know for me, like I feel really, really good one week, and then the next week I'll be like,
So do I.
Well, I mean,
WTF, man.
Yeah.
it'll definitely humble you.
Oh yeah,
You know.
I'm telling you. I swear, every time I get out of the saddle, I feel like I'm humbled in some way, shape, or form.
Well, and it doesn't matter who you are, because I mean, I was over in Aguila when I first started down here, and I'm trotting up and down the road, and you see Coates Arena, but I don't think of it as the Larry Coates, right? Wonderful gentleman. Same thing. Like, there's room for all of us, right?
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm just like a little bug in the big pond, and here's the saddle maker, right? Years of experience, and here's me. That's Canadian. You know, still not aware of rattlesnakes and stuff like that, right? And then behind him lives Sue Smith. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I want to be her when I grow up too, right? Like your idols are standing down here being from up there. And
Right.
then, you know, you're jumping into the pond, and then I go to the barrel race and she's entered too. And I'm like, I'm humbled, but I'm like, I'm actually not too bad at what I do.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, there's the big dog. Right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh God, am I good enough? And then you kind of get that nerve, and then you just got to settle back down and go,
Yeah.
no, I know what I'm doing. I didn't
Yeah.
get here by accident.
Right.
You know, this didn't catch my attention by accident. It's something that you keep going forward, and then you let your brain stop you from moving to the
Yeah.
next step because you're intimidated or you're humbled, or
Yeah.
I mean, we're humbled every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
It doesn't matter what it is.
it doesn't matter. We just kind of put more, like, I don't know, more ranking on the horse industry. Like, oh, I'm not as good as that guy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but maybe you're a better person. We don't know, right? Or maybe your kids are better behaved, or, you know, we all have something different.
Yep.
So,
I always try to look at people that, you know, are a little that I categorize like higher than me or whatever.
Yeah.
Just
I want to model after.
I always just try to like look at them like they're just human.
They are
You
human.
know, they bleed like I bleed. They
Yeah.
you know
You know what's funny
they do the
is,
same stuff I do.
so, roping saddles, okay? I'm pretty confident, right? Dun, 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 at the NFR, like, I'm going to be like, the team ropers are all doing a signing in the same building that we're in. I'm going to go, okay? We have a saddle rep in Canada, David Schmidt, Colton Schmidt's uncle. Colton is, like, running for the world. I'm watching the team rope, and I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
right? Like, broke my heart in the final round for him, right? What a classy kid. Like, just luck of the draw or something happened. I don't know. I'm not a team roper, so I can't even analyze his run, but he was like there to win the worlds. Anyways, they're having a signing, and I'm going through, and there's like all these I'm like, give me the name of the number one kid you know that's going to cause you grief in the future. Colton was that. Colton was the only team roper of that group of 30 that had a name right off the top of his head. And I said, Colton, your grandfather taught me how to rope. And I mean, granted, I was young. I was only like 19 or whatever, and you know, you put a beer can on the top of the dummy and you rope, and you snap the beer can off, and you go for a $5 like jackpot kind of thing at the end of the night. And I'm like, yeah, I'm rocking this, right? But Colton's grandfather taught me how to rope. The Schmidt family name at home is like a very solid family name. They've helped so many people. They've done such good for the roping community, the rodeo community. And then here's the kid that, I mean, when I was learning to rope, he wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
Right? His parents, well, maybe he was born. But I mean, those kids all were born with a rope in their hand. So it's only natural to watch him. I mean, he doesn't know me from Adam, but I really want to, I was like, why am I not your sponsor? So it's still, I haven't reached back out to him. You know, great ideas. We're just a small company. I can't offer like thousands and thousands of dollars in sponsorship, but I can organize deals and long-term stuff. But, you know, I'm confident that we will be there. You know?
Yeah.
And I think we have a decent product. Like I said, it's not, I mean, we're not no $10,000 saddle by any means. We're not going to try and break the bank, but we're going to try and make people comfortable and make them, go, damn, I want this to be your favorite saddle in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, I want this to be your go-to saddle.
Right.
You know, and I've got a lot of girls in Canada that are like, oh, I just love my saddle. I can't, you know, one girl calls it her ass grabber because she doesn't ride. Like, it keeps you centered, right? I had a horse that bucked on the way home from Third Barrel. She was dirty. She was counterfeit. And I'd rode her for like 8 months, never once bucked. I always kind of laugh because it's like, well, she doesn't buck when you get in the saddle. She's good, right? Mm-hmm. Until the $20,000 race. And then she does. And I don't ride a bucking horse. I bail like a little bitch. Like, I am out. I find a soft place to land. It's just that when she was coming home, it was between the first and second barrel and then the timer line and then that alley. By the time I realized what was going on, we're in the alley and I'm going to rack my head off the pipe. So I'm just doing everything I can and I'm cussing her and whatever. You're not supposed to swear in the arena, but under the circumstances, I think it was justified. Yeah. My hat's over my face. I can't. I'm like, oh, and I do not ride a bucking horse. And like my knees are kind of shaking and I get her stopped and I'm like, ooh, and she's an outside horse. And I'm like, that'll be the last ride I ride on you, you bitch. Right? I get off, I pick up my hat and I walk out of the arena. The only reason I stayed on that horse was because of the saddle, because it kept me in the middle.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I got bopped to one side or pulled forward, anything like that. So this girl that calls it the ass grabber, she goes out, we're at an event, and she goes out and tries the saddle, and she goes, you know what I learned? My horse can long trot. And I'm like, no shit, they all can. If they're not bothered, right? So she's like, okay, and she's just, I've been trying to get her to be a rep for a long time because she just loves her saddle so much. She's like, oh, I wouldn't do you any justice. I'm like, we don't need you to do justice. We need you to be able to educate people. Right. We don't need you to be out there winning up. You know, don't go winning. Like, right. You don't need to be winning. Right. If you're winning and you're an influencer, you'll be able to communicate with people. Great. But anyway, she gets home and she goes, I don't ride young horses because I don't ride the buck. Right. She goes, the new ass grabber. Done it twice now.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, look at you go.
That's awesome.
So I just kind of laugh at her. I'm like, how's your ass grabber? And she's like, good. I'm like, do you need another one yet? I'm like, you gonna be a rep yet?
Yeah.
The finals.
Can you just name it that?
Like, yeah, I would love
have
to.
a special saddle that's named the ass grabber.
Yeah. I would love to,
put it in the description.
You know, then it also then it gets to professionalism, you know, all that stuff. And I'm like, so because this is where we're at, and it can be very candid. So me and the Kiwi kid, we're always out there like joking and laughing, and we're delirious. Most of the time, we're overtired. That's why everything is funny. Mm-hmm. But we're like, "Fuck yeah, Franco! Fuck yeah, Franco!" And I'm like, I don't think Nancy would like that if we decided to hashtag that. So, and in barrel racing, it's like, if you're not scared, go faster. Yeah. Right? Like, that's where you should be all the time. Go. If you're not scared, I love the alleyway because that's where nothing's gone wrong yet, right? You just run down the alleyway. That's like the most freeing moment of the entire barrel run. It's like running to first. And I want to be the fastest one to the first barrel. And it's like full send.
Yeah.
So then it ended up being full send Franco. And it was like,
ooh,
you can full send it, just full send. And then my breakaway roper, same thing. Full send it, like part of the full send Franco team. Yeah. And then it gets on the truck and then it's like, okay, like we just need it to catch on. And then you can watch all these girls that are riding and they hashtag us. I can see how many are actually out there. And it's quite rewarding to see what we built from the time it landed in North America to now, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, we start small in Canada. You know, we got to get our shit together before we get to the States. This is the kahuna of the horse industry, right? We don't want to come down here looking like a fool. And I mean, you're still going to be under that eye yet. Mm-hmm. We just need people to get a chance. Right. So when you go sit, when I'm telling you sit in it and then talk to me about it. Mm-hmm. Because I can preach you anything you want about a saddle. Right. Until you sit in it, you're not going to know what I'm feeling, what I'm talking, any of that. Just get in it. go for a ride in it. And I think maybe we're one of the only companies, I don't know, I haven't really like compared to see like what all the other saddle companies are doing. But I'm like, come try the saddle. I don't know how to wrap a horn because I'm not a roper, but I'll take the saddles out and all the breakaway ropers can make runs in them too. Go try it.
Yeah.
Before you ever need to purchase one,
Right.
try one. And we're willing to do that. I have a stack of demo saddles for barrel saddles.
That's awesome.
I have 5 different, I only have 4 now, 3 breakaway saddles. You know, like I can sell off some of my demos, but I'd like to keep enough so that I can still get
Right.
people in
Yeah.
the saddle and be like, this might not fit your horse, but at least get the feel of it. Because like where that saddle puts you, does it get you up and out where you need to be? Does it get you down and into your pockets? Like, what do you need? And the forces that go, like roping is different forces on our bodies and the horses' bodies compared to barrel racing. And it's all been put together so that if you're going sideways off a head horse or stopping on a heel horse, that saddle puts you where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Especially if it fits you and your horse together. So I'm not trying to do anything but 1% of the sales in this country.
Yeah.
1%. I mean, it should be realistic. It should be. I mean, when there's 9,000 teams show up at the roping, 1% is lots.
Yeah.
I just want, and I want to share it with everybody. Like I want to share it with my reps. I want, the reward, maybe financially or product wise or whatever. Lots of incentives for our reps. Lots of, I want to cover every part of this province. I want to get every barrel racer from I can go down to a 12-inch saddle. So 12-inch to, the senior. We haven't made a mule saddle yet. I'd love to try.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That
I'd
would
love
be
to.
cool.
But all your crossbreds and stuff, we can do that.
Yeah.
You got a weird fitting horse that you just can't seem to get comfortable. Give us a try. Right? We'll do it. But our reps, I'll share everything. I'll share it all. I don't care.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. And then our ambassadors, like I need ambassadors. I need a kid that's out there. And I always say kid because I'm always the underdog. Give me the underdog. Give me the one that
Right.
nobody suspects. And I want to get in there and have that relationship with them. And then build up. And when they get to the NFR, we can say like, yeah, we've been there with
from
them.
day one.
Right?
That's really cool.
We'll
That would be
do
dope.
that.
I love I love hearing you talk about it because I could like feel your passion. I can like hear it, and you're not just selling a product like you believe in it. Like
I believe in it.
Yeah.
You're like all in.
I'm like I said, I'm a movement girl, right? So I'm all trying to prove this patent. Like I want to be like, it moves the shoulders. When you free the shoulders of that horse, the stride increases. If I get 6 inches longer stride, that's cool, right? That's freeing up that horse's movement. The feet are good, the teeth are good, the saddle's good. Everybody knows what they're doing. And you can change a horse's stride. Like from the first year that I rode this little gray mare that I'm running, I measured her stride in the alleyway. Coming down the alley. That's my fastest point, right? I mean, we could probably catch a stride coming home because she's pretty wide open there too. But she would squirt out from her saddle literally because she's kind of like trying to collar a pig. Like her biggest, like where you put your cinch. That's the biggest part of her body. So when she like pushes off, it goes so hard that the saddle slips back an inch and then it just gets narrower and narrower. So by the time I get to the third barrel, I feel like I got Tourette's. Right, because my timing is like so off because I get to like the third, and I'm riding a foot further back on her than I should be. Have you ever tried doubling and running barrels? Like you sit being the guy in the back, like you can't sit.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like my first is great, my second is quick, and then I get to third and I shit the bed every time. But it was my saddle. My saddle would slide. So again, learning fit, and it's like. The pad makes a difference. The cinch makes a difference.
Yeah.
If you got one of those struggles. So I actually thinned out my pad. I thinned it out because it made the saddle fit better. And then my cinch. When I'm running, I have to have a sticky cinch because she runs with so much force. But the first year that I measured her angles to the year that I got in this saddle, I opened up her angles 3-4 degrees.
Oh, wow.
4 degrees. Now, it might not be as much on the ground as I'd like, but put that into 50 or 60 or 80 strides, right? And I ride a midget. Like she's only 14.1, 14.2.
Oh,
She's
wow.
quick. Yeah, she's a little girl, but she's got a heck of a stride on her. And yeah, when she stretches right out, the saddle would just go. But working with fit and all of that stuff, it's like, okay, try this, try
Yeah.
this, and then you go back to Wendy, right? Because she's got so much good information.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, your cinch is too long, right?
Yeah.
That makes a difference. How does that horse feel? Like, we're definitely there for the movement part of it. And that's what I'm in the U.S. for, is the movement part of it. And like 1%, that's all I care, 1%.
That's cool.
You'll
And
get there. I
yeah.
know.
We'll get there.
You'll probably get more than that.
Hey, I'll take anything more than that.
Yeah.
But, if I'm going to set a goal for myself and get a goal for, I want to rep in every corner of this country, right?
Yeah.
Michigan, Louisiana, girl in Idaho, I'll try it. I want all of them at least try.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You just want that opportunity.
I just want the opportunity. And we only have 4 million people in Alberta, and we did lots.
Yeah.
Well, you got 300 million here. Right?
Yeah.
You got more horses than we have population.
Oh, wow.
It's and less miles, but more coverage. We have more social media now. We have more.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has a story.
Yep.
Everybody has a story. Like, we got, and the ability is like, everybody's got a story. So you have a bad back. Maybe your saddle's too deep,
Yeah.
right? Everybody thinks they need that deep seat to keep them secure. You
Right.
need the seat pocket to keep you secure.
Right.
But girls with back injuries, drop that saddle down to a normal, the cantle, your Cheyenne roll, a pencil roll. Drop that down a little bit, and then see how that makes your back feel,
Yeah.
right? There's so many different things on a saddle that can create your body to hurt, my body to hurt,
Right. That's interesting.
And
'Cause-
the difference between a men's and women's trees, look at your knees when you sit in that seat,
Oh, I know.
right?
That's the one thing that I remembered from sitting in. I want to sit in it again.
You're gonna.
And
I'll probably leave one for you to play on.
because like it was insane.
Yeah.
Like
Right?
sitting in it, and then I sat in the roping saddle. You had a men's
Yeah.
tree there.
Yeah.
And I sat in that. I'm like, this is awful. This is like what I sit in now. And I
Mm-hmm.
went back and sat in that barrel saddle, and where my legs just naturally went. Incredible.
Yeah.
It felt so much better because even now, like, so I ride in a Sheridan saddle right now, and every time I get in that saddle, I have to like push my legs forward, because where my legs were in this saddle versus like where they are in my current saddle, I'm like, God damn, like
It's
how
like
do
a
I
more
get
of a
more comfortable?
natural-
Yeah, and then like because it is more like the stirrups piece, like yeah, I can start that way, but getting them to stay there is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watch your knees. Like if you sit in that saddle, if your knees pop out, it's kind of like in barrels. Like,
Yeah.
you know how you blow off the second barrel like that? They just won't finish it.
Yeah.
It's probably because 2 strides before that is where the problem hit. Like the horse didn't prepare for the turn or something
Right.
like that, right? So then all of a sudden they lost balance and they blow off. Well, your knees are pointing out. Go back 2 steps. Go back to your femur and like your pelvis and your SI joints and see where that problem is, because it's probably there causing it to do this. So girls that complain about my knees hurt when I ride, so they go get a crooked stirrup. Well, go back to the tree. Go back up.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
because that's something
Like the
that
base, right? Because
Yeah.
like the tree is like the base of
Yeah.
everything between you and the horse.
Exactly. The base. It's what connects us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you've got like, you can't put a square peg in a round hole.
Right.
Right. So sometimes we just keep doing that over and over again, and because it's normal. Women never rode way back in the day.
Right.
Men rode, and when women started riding, they rode side saddle, and then we progressed. Right. So we have a lot of trees that have a patent on them for like, it's a narrower twist for a woman, it's this for a woman, it's that for a woman, different options for a woman, but not from the base, like not from the actual base.
So when you like talk about the horses are different now than 20 years
Yeah.
ago, is that kind of where you see Franco Saddles is a little bit different than everybody else? Like you feel like you guys are kind of
We didn't start until
Looking-
10 years ago.
so you guys are kind of like evolving more ahead of the game a little bit, or
I wouldn't say that we're smarter than anybody or anything like that, not at all. But what I would say is that I don't care what the horses change like, because we can hand make and custom those trees if we need to, and we make that adjustment for what we're dealing with now. Like in New Zealand, there isn't, like, they're breeding. So when Nancy first started sending me saddles, she's sending me all these, like, 7-inch gullets and full quarter horse bars. And I'm like, I'm just not getting it. Like, I can't. She's like, well, you need to sell saddles. But then she came over and she's like, ooh, I get it now, because we got so much thoroughbred influence in our horses. Even though they might be like beefy on the bottom and thick horses, their withers aren't, right? So she's now realizing, like, my most common tree is a 6.5 quarter horse. This is most common right now to fit a multitude of horses. So I usually start with that and then go from there to, see what that looks like, see what that fits like. But yeah, no, as far as like our evolution of it, no, we're just going with the flow. We just, we can measure that horse. We can put put the top line in so that at the factory they can follow that top line. Like, I've got some top lines that the withers just keep going for days. The tree itself just has to accommodate that.
Yeah.
We can do that. If we don't have something standard, we can go from a 6-inch gullet to an 8-inch gullet to 42 degree bars, that angle thing, which is like 43 in some and 98 and others. I don't know what numbers they got. Everybody's got their secret numbers. And I think it's just to try and get away from that, like, oh, I need a 14-inch, or I need this, or I need that, right? You know what I mean? Like, people get to, or if you give them a number, that's what they focus on.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't focus on that. You have to focus on what you're looking at.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at a bar and it goes like wings out when you're, you cinch the saddle up and all of a sudden your leather's away from your horse at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, that's putting that pressure point all the way down that horse's spine. So we need to narrow that up and get that saddle to hug that horse so it can move freely, and then get it to fit us at the same time. So we're not really trying to change the saddle world at all. Like, we still need to have that same, it's just that we look at our horses and the breeding and the, we used to have the foundation quarter horses, the big stocky guys, right? That can pull plows and, all kinds of things. And then we get the race horses, and then we put them together, and then we create genetically, like,
Something different.
Something
Right.
different. Look at our dogs.
I was
Same
gonna say,
thing.
let's
Oh,
measure
yeah.
like both of the girls, because they're built so differently.
They are, yeah.
Well, I didn't bring my tool, which is like, I got halfway here and went, shit. But I can show you
Yeah,
just
like,
things that you look for.
heck yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be so interesting.
Yeah.
So let's take a break really quick.
Yes.
Look at shoulders, right? These shoulders need to be moving free, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I look for is the top of her shoulder blade, the hard part, right? Find the bony part. So it's right here. So she's actually only got, between her and her wither, she's only got a really narrow little gullet right in here. Like, she needs to be
Oh, wow. Okay.
tighter, right? Then we look down here and we find the last rib, because these last two ribs are like us, they're floating. So we don't want any pressure with the tree on these last two ribs. So we kind of got from here to here.
Wow.
And then we look at the length of the wither, right? She comes back to here. So we can't have your seat coming back in too early. And then we look down here. How much room does she have to cinch? Right? So her flat spot is quite, some horses are like, they got a belly that starts right here, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have this big area to cinch a horse up to.
Yeah.
So
Because where should the cinch, like, realistically, where should the cinch be?
we want the cinch to be comfortable so it doesn't,
Okay.
right? So we
Yeah,
want
yeah,
it, we want her shoulder to move back and forth free in here.
Okay.
Right? So then we throw the saddle on and we see where it kind of sits on her. I'm looking for the gullet. I want 2 fingers here, right? So see where this concho is?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look for the conchos. Okay?
Okay.
That's where your hard parts of your tree is.
Oh, okay.
So if we want the conchos, so you can't screw into leather, so you can screw into wood. So I want to see where my conchos sit next to her shoulder blade. See how it's like lined right up? So this gullet is sitting right on her shoulder blade. So that's where that cartilage in your ears, like you get cauliflower ears.
Yeah.
She's going to have that here. So this gullet's too wide for her.
Okay. And do you know how wide this gullet is?
The gullet is a 6 3/4, and then
This-
this
okay.
is a quarter horse bar.
Okay.
Okay. So if I was to cinch this bad boy up, that's the other thing. Most people are like, could you just sit? I got no room back here. So this tree is sitting flat on her back right now. So it's like pushing on her without you even getting in the saddle yet.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have an adjustable rigging on these, right?
Oh, okay.
So I want this saddle. I know, and Wendy likes to put her saddles way back, and I just don't. I want to be in the center of this horse.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I take a a triangle from here to here, perfect isosceles triangle.
Mm-hmm.
This is our middle. This is where she's going to be balanced, not this is where you're going to be your best balance on your horse, is in the center of her.
Oh, okay.
So this cinch is completely the wrong length, and it's just for demonstration purposes only. So please don't ever ride your horse this cinch like this, this length. I don't care about the cinch part so much, but
But what's good is like to see you explain what
and
is not a good fit, right? I mean,
this is not a good fit.
What a good fit looks like, but how do you
know when it's wrong?
When it's wrong.
Like the first thing I look for is, does that saddle actually look like it's sitting? Like if I was to put this on a saddle stand, like we look at this one, this is what a saddle should look like, right? Like you got your angle up. You see a lot of saddles when they get on a horse look like they're sitting down. Your gullet's too wide at that point because it's falling down on your horse.
Oh,
so then you got to pick that up.
Yeah.
So the bars might be right. Like this part might be right. We can't pad the bars. We have to have the right bars on a horse in order for them to move. Otherwise you put a pressure point down their back. But if you get the gullet, pull that gullet in and keep the bars the same, you might have a better fit, right? So that's why like the options are endless. On our barrel saddles, we have adjustable riggings. Okay, so we can use the front or the back. So we just wanted it simple.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I like that.
So it's just quick and easy.
Yeah.
The only problem with this is that sometimes it's here and on the other side it's on the other side. So now your tree is going to twist when you go to cinch it up. Because that tree or barrel saddles especially still have a little bit of flex to them, right? They're like a creaky old wood chair. Like they got to break in. They still have a little bit of movement. Okay, so I'm happy with it going straight down. Now, we cinch this bad boy up. And I don't need to put a whole bunch of pressure on it. Okay, I just need to see how this tree is going to react when I put some pressure on it. Okay, so I add like 5 pounds. I'm going to put my hand under this concho because this is what's it's either going to pull in on my hand or it's not. So this isn't terrible. This time we know if our bars are correct. So put your hand under there. When I cinch up on that saddle, does it squeeze on your hand or does it pull away? Do it again. Kind of pulls away, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we want.
Okay.
So if that does that, we know our bars are probably correct. So how do we know that? We go to the front of that horse and we look at them straight on. Does this leather here match the shoulder?
Looks like it.
Looks pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So we know now that her bars are like a quarter horse bar.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So in our world, that's a 40-degree bar.
Okay.
But in somebody else's world, it could be a who knows what, right?
Yeah.
But it's understanding what you're looking for as a rider. Does that saddle fit? Like this fits.
Yeah.
And it doesn't pinch down on her. But I think your gullet's too wide because when you go into force, it's going to hit on those shoulder blades constantly.
So this gullet is still too wide for her.
That gullet is too wide.
Interesting.
So,
and this is a 6 3/4. 3/4. Holy shit.
But look back here. You're flat on her back.
Yeah.
So I don't want that either because now this saddle is automatically pushing on her. All I know right now is I have narrowed it down to you need a quarter horse bar.
Okay.
So now I need to find the gullet because if I can narrow up that gullet, see, because it's sitting down here, it's also sitting down here, which is why we have that on her back right now.
Yeah.
Then you get on there and bump.
Right.
We can't be perfect all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then I look, how is she cinched? Okay, that's on the back. That's on the back of our rigging. So there's some girls that are like, oh, can I get a saddle that fits both horses? And possibly if they're fairly close, I can use one on the front and one on the back.
Right.
And I can use a 3/4 inch pad or a 1/2 inch pad. Like I can move it so that you can use the same saddle on 2 different horses.
Yeah.
But it may not. So we know that we've got one narrowed down.
Yeah.
We know we need a quarter horse bar, like a standard quarter horse. So then we go to the next saddle. There. So it sits a little better. This is a 6.5 inch gullet. And now we've got a little bit of space. Right there. You want that little bit of space up there. I just got to get rid of all my straps and parts and pieces. Like this is like real life stuff, right? I'm just going to throw saddles all day long. Yeah. Saddles don't look perfect on the stand. They might have straps. Yeah. See how there's space back there?
Yeah, and it's not like pressing down on her back.
Right. So this one is a 6.5. See where my shoulder, like, I still feel that it's too wide in the gullet. Oh, wow. I would go a 6 1/4 on her.
6 1/4.
Or 6. right?
Okay. Because what was that other one? 6 3/4?
6 3/4.
Okay.
So, and it's funny because our trees are the same, but our factories are different. One was made in the old factory. We have a new factory. We have one because we need to split up. We have our women's saddles in one and our men's saddles in another now.
Okay.
And, our tree is what we go by, but how that saddle is put together, the factories are different, right? So now we're going through consistency with all of our women's saddles are getting made in the same place. Now, when they put that leather all together, it doesn't change the tree, but it changes the feel and appearance sometimes, right? But I don't care as long as, there we go, feel that. So when I cinch this girl up, put your hand under there.
Yep.
How do you feel? Pulls away, right?
Yeah.
It pulls away from you. So that tree opens up, those shoulders can go through, and if you put your hand under here, there's no pressure added to your hand as you cinch it up. Okay. So it's loose now. Okay. Now when I cinch it up, feel how it pulls away from your hand just a hair?
Yeah.
So that tree opens up. So now those shoulders can move free underneath here, and that saddle's not going to impinge them.
I was expecting the saddle to get tightened.
You should, yeah. It's not supposed to, because we don't want to clamp down on that horse. We want to hug that horse, right?
Okay.
And now I've still got my space back here, right? So that tree is not sitting dead on her back. Now when she goes to move, she's got room to move. After she's in a full body sweat, that whole back should be wet.
Yeah.
Okay. If we have a big dry patch, again, go back to Wendy's videos, hose that horse down. Does that spot dry faster? That's a hot spot. That's something to keep an eye on. Right now, we should have a full wet back. Again, I don't really like this, right? I would narrow that up just a little bit more for her to make sure that, how old is she?
15.
15. So the saddle's not meant to fit a horse its entire life, right?
Oh, wow.
They're very different from the time they're 3 till they're 30. So then it's like, okay, well, I can't afford $5,000 every time my horse changes. It's like,
Right.
okay, cool. So in Canada, I started, if you're in a Franco, I'll be loyal to you. You be loyal to me. Women are famous for gaining 40 pounds, losing 40 pounds. I gave my horse to my kid. My horse went lame. I'm changing a different horse. Now I don't have to buy a new saddle. Come back to me. We're going to have a used market as well. So come back to me. It might not be exactly what you ordered or the custom that you had before, but I mean, we can make that horse happy and you happy at the same time.
Yeah.
You gain 40 pounds, it doesn't really matter to me. If your saddle's still in really good condition, somebody else can use that saddle and I can find one that works for you.
Yeah.
So this is where I would try with her. I'd put just a nice 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch pad underneath her.
Okay.
And give her and see what she feels like. What seat size do you ride in?
15.
15. Okay. So this one is a 14. So
Yeah.
what's going to happen is that's going to pull you forward when you go to stop. I just want you to feel her movement in it.
Yeah.
Even though you might be kind of bopping forward just a little bit. But yeah,
Okay.
that'll be the saddle that I would put on her for now. And I would again try to narrow up that gullet to make sure that she's comfortable,
Yeah.
because it'll notice it in the stop. She'll either push back into that saddle or she will not.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So that's where I would start with her.
I appreciate you coming out
I
and
appreciate
doing
it.
all of this with us.
I appreciate it too.
I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
Are you good? Are you pumped?
Yeah.
Do you want to say
Yeah,
thank you too?
I'm pumped. I'm
You wanna
great.
say thank you too?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You, friends, everyone's gonna be friends. And plus, you better ride like you ride.